This is Logan Stankoven, and you're listening to the Da Boys podcast.
Dishes off, quick shot, Stankoven scores! Breaking news, opens the game, his first goal of the season, and the Blazers strike. Great Hughes, but he'll touch it into Stankoven instead. Here's Stankoven and shooting, from Logan, and he ripped it shell over the blocker side of Trent Miner. Covenant pillar, Stankoven, right wing, Wade shoots! Oh, we know he can shoot. He does it again. Number 12 on the season. Logan Stankoven together here. Blazers here, Stankoven and shooting!
High backhand, he gave it away though to Shane Wright, and finally Canada can exit. Drop pass from Clark. Wrist shot, scores! Logan Stankoven. He's a little ball of fire.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to an episode of the Boys Podcast. Today, I'm joined by an up-and-coming NHL prospect. What is your name, young man? What's your name, sir?
I'm Logan Stankoven. I play for the Kamloops Blazers, and I wear number 11.
Welcome, Logan.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Joe.
Yeah, okay. So, what are you doing, during these times of quarantine? Like, what have you been up to?
Well, over quarantine, I think it was really tough for everyone, but for myself, I think it was just, important for me to stay focused and to make sure that, there was an end goal for myself, and to make sure that I kept on training and, finding ways to get better each and every day. I was pretty fortunate here in Kamloops, BC, where the gyms and most things were only shut down for about a month. So in different places like Ontario and Toronto, for example, they've been shut down for a while. So here, I've had the luxury of going to the gym lots and being on the ice, and, it hasn't really affected me too much. But, in terms of games, I wasn't able to play lots of games this season. But, hopefully coming up this fall, I'll, be back to normal and we'll have a full season.
I think you were very good when you guys did play. I think you played really awesome, in my opinion, Logan.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay. So, what made you become a hockey player, and who was your biggest inspiration for hockey?
I think it was definitely my dad. He played hockey growing up. He grew up in a family that was big on hockey. He had two older brothers. One was a goalie, and then one was a player. So, both of his brothers played high levels of hockey, junior A, and then college as well. My uncle, that was a goalie, he ended up getting a scholarship to North Dakota. So, he made it pretty far in there. And then my dad was a goalie as well. So, I think he just really wanted me to play hockey and put me on skates. And, ever since then, I've loved the game. And even though I'm not a goalie myself, he's taught me a lot of things about, I guess how to play. And, I just the little things that, give me success. So, he's been a big part of where I am today.
Oh, family first. I like that. Yeah. Now, do you have like a person you model your game after?
Yeah, definitely. There's a few guys. I think Braden Point from Tampa and Cole Caulfield from Montreal. I think those are two guys that I just love watching. Smaller guys like myself, but so shifty and great skaters that can shoot the puck really hard. So they're exciting little players out there to watch. And I think both of them had big impacts, for their teams in the playoffs. And I was hoping Montreal could pull one out last night and force a game 6. But I think they had a pretty good run this playoffs.
Yeah, it's crazy how both Tampa and Montreal, the two guys you like, face each other pretty much,
Yeah, no, exactly. It's pretty neat, and it was cool to see both those guys have success.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw in my Instagram profile picture, it's me and Braden Point. I don't know if you noticed it.
No, I didn't know that was Braden Point. That's cool though.
Yeah, because he's really nice. I've met a lot of hockey guys. He's very nice in person. Very cool guy.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah. Okay. Now, who's your favorite and least favorite team, and who's your favorite player?
Favorite team, I'd probably say Montreal for sure. Least favorite team, I'd probably say the New York Islanders. And then favorite player, I guess, would be Sidney Crosby. Definitely a guy that I've just really loved, growing up as soon as he came into the league. Just, how he carries himself as a person. Obviously, we know how good of a player he is, and he's won, 3 Stanley Cups, and he's done it all and played in the Olympics, twice. So, I think he's just a great person off the ice, for him to leave such a good legacy with the NHL. Hopefully he has has a few more years in him left to play. And, I don't want him to retire too soon here. So, I'd love to see him win a 4th cup.
Yeah, Canadian legend too. So the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now how does it feel to have won a gold medal for the IIHF World Championship with Canada in 2021? How did that feel to get a gold medal?
That was really cool. Probably one of my best experiences, I think, just in terms of the way the tournament was set up and just everyone involved. It was, a first-class tournament and, I guess held very, very highly. And, it was quite the experience just playing against, different countries that you usually don't get to play against, the smaller countries like Switzerland and Latvia and the Czech Republic and even Belarus. So, it's a good eye opener just to see the other players that are out there and the other talent and what it takes to be at the best.
Yeah, and it was really cool, you were actually like an assistant captain. That was really cool too.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to wear a letter at the tournament as well. It was an honor for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is your pregame snack, drink, song, and ritual?
Pregame snack. I usually don't eat tons before the game. Pregame meal, my go-to is probably salmon, rice, and steamed veggies. Those are probably my go-to meal for sure. Pregame song. Honestly, I'm not a guy that's super, superstitious at all. I think I just kind of go with the flow. I usually listen to whatever music is on in the dressing room. I don't throw my headphones on or anything, but I do have a couple favorite songs. I think it's called Born to Be Yours by, I think it's Imagine Dragons. I'd have to check on that, but I really like that song. It's a good pump up song before the game. Yeah, that'd probably be my go-to song. And then what was the last question you had for me?
Like a snack, drink, song, ritual.
Pre-game drink, I go to BioSteel. BioSteel is definitely big for me. I really like that it has no sugar in it, and it's an electrolyte. So I just enjoy, I guess drinking BioSteel before workouts or before ice times or games. So that's definitely my go-to drink. And then in terms of my ritual, I love to stick handle before games just with a ball, just to kind of warm my hands up and, get my mind, focused and ready to go.
Now, if you had to choose, what team do you want to get drafted by? If you had to choose, if it was possible, what team would you?
If I had to choose one team, it'd probably be Pittsburgh. I'd love to meet, Malkin and Crosby and Letang and, that group of guys that, those are the core guys that, won those Stanley Cups in Pittsburgh there. So I'd love to, I guess, almost start my career in Pittsburgh just as, the Crosby era is kind of ending. So I guess to have that chance to play in Pittsburgh, kind of on Crosby's last couple of years, I personally think, I'm not too sure how much longer he'll be in the NHL for, but that'd be quite the experience, and I'm sure I'd learn a lot from him.
Yeah, Pittsburgh draft Logan today, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now what number do you want to be when you make your NHL debut, and what player and team do you want to face the most? Who are you looking forward to facing the most?
I'd probably say number 11. It's just a number that I've worn throughout my career. My cousin who played hockey always wore number 11. and I always used to go and watch him as a kid. So he was somebody I looked up to, and I just kind of always worn that number. And I mean, in terms of a certain team, I don't really have a certain team, honestly. I think it'd be cool to play the Canucks at home in Vancouver because it's kind of back in BC and play in front of Vancouver fans. I think that'd be pretty cool. So
maybe like you could face your least favorite team, the Islanders, right? Beat them, right?
yeah, exactly, for sure.
Nice. Okay, now do you have a favorite band and or artist and type of music and favorite food?
Yeah. So for band or I guess artist, I'd go with Drake. I really like a lot of Drake songs that he's came out with. I listen to a bunch of them pretty often. So he's got a great voice, and I really like his music. And then favorite food, I'd probably go with tacos or pizza. I think those are the two favorites for me.
Wow, that's cool. And then isn't I think Drake like a fellow Canadian? Like is he Canadian? I think.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm pretty sure he's from Toronto.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
Drake, if I ever get him, I got you, Logan. I'd be like, hey, Logan, you want to join this call?
Yeah, no, exactly.
I got you. Okay. Now, you have a favorite movie and TV show? Because I interview like actors, actresses. Do you have a favorite movie and TV show?
Yeah, so favorite movie, I really liked World War Z when it came out a few years ago. I thought that was a super interesting movie and definitely action packed. So I'm more of a guy that likes thriller movies. I even like genres such as horror or even comedy sometimes. Just a movie that has lots of action in it. Something that kind of lifts you out of your seat, when you're watching it. And then for TV shows, I like watching Netflix. And if I had to choose a couple shows, it'd probably be Stranger Things or Outer Banks. Those are my two favorites.
Oh, yeah. Like I have like a plethora of like actors and actresses. You might like, oh my God, Joe, like how,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've interviewed. Have you seen the movie Back to the Future?
Yeah. I've heard of that one.
I've interviewed the girlfriend of the main character.
Cool. That's really cool.
If you never went to like the hockey field, like if you never were a hockey player, what would your career be, and what other hobbies do you besides playing hockey?
In terms of my hobbies, I really like playing ping pong, or I have a pool in my backyard, so I like swimming in my pool quite often, and then going golfing. Lots of hockey players like golfing. It's pretty common. So I'm not the greatest at it, but I enjoy it. It's fun. And then another sport I'd probably be playing is either soccer or lacrosse. I played lacrosse and soccer when I was younger, and I really liked playing those sports, but I think it almost came to a time where I had to pick and choose, what sport I wanted to continue on with. So I think I made the right choice of sticking with hockey.
Yeah, because like you're really awesome and like you're really skilled. Like you have the playmaking abilities.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is your advice for people that want to go hockey? What's your hockey advice?
I think enjoying every, moment. I think it just when it comes to anything, doesn't matter what sport you play. I think we all saw how, frustrating it was and tough the past year or so with COVID going on. Lots of things got shut down. No sports, no gyms are open. A lot of things were shut down. So I think not taking those things for granted and enjoying that, enjoying the practices, enjoying the team meals you have, enjoying the games, having fun. And then I think for people that are first starting hockey, I'm going to be honest myself. It's not easy. Skating is probably one of the hardest things to get used to. And, I guess to be good at. So, it's taken me years and years of practice and thousands of practices and, thousands of pucks, shot in my garage and to get to where I am today. So, it takes a while to get good at things, but, I think if you stick with it and do your best, you're going to have a lot of fun with it.
I like that advice. Good advice, Logan. I like to say, like, remember where you came from, like, stay humble. Remember where you came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. That's something that my family preaches as well. And I'm not a cocky guy at all. I think I'm pretty humble, and it's important to be that way.
Yeah, I could tell you're very humble, nice, cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Now, before I ask you my last question, do you have any questions, Logan?
No, I don't have any questions at all. No,
Oh,
none at all.
okay. So, is there anything you would like to promote and shout out? Like anything you want to shout out? I can link down below in the video description.
No, I don't really have anything to shout out. I think just a couple things that I have to say is probably I'd like to thank everyone that's helped me get to where I am today. I think a lot of people have sacrificed for myself, and I've had tons of coaches and trainers and teammates along the way. So every single one of them, I've had the pleasure to play with and meet and get to know. So they've done a lot for me over the years, and I think everyone's played a part in where I am today. So I can't thank them enough.
I like that. And then if you want to, I can also link your Instagram. Like people check out your Instagram page if you want.
Yeah, sure. Check out my Instagram. I believe my Instagram is Logan.Stankoven, and then I also have a Twitter handle as well. I think my Twitter handle is just one word. It's just Logan Stankoven, one full word. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll link that down below. I'll say check out his awesome and amazing links.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, and Logan, for being an awesome and amazing guest.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. And thanks for everyone for listening to the podcast. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great day, everybody, and stay awesome, Logan.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then maybe if you like this part of the podcast, maybe if you wanted to, like if when you get drafted, if you want to do like a couple months after, do a part 2 if you want. You want to come back on?
Good. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everybody.